Okay, it's Mickey here. It's a late November day, and here I am working on the Black Widow Galant VR4 again. So we're just gonna go install that downpipe that I unboxed. I guess it was like a week ago or something. So there it is. It's already on the stands. I gotta remember to take that license plate off before I bring it down, because I found out that this part here, it catches on the ramp when it goes down. That's probably what this mark is right here. But anyway, so yeah, I got the downpipe in the trunk, and first step is we're gonna take the old one out and try to put the new one in. I just had this sneaking suspicion that that downpipe is not gonna fit properly. One, it was made for a 1G, but I heard 1G stuff will fit on this, particularly the downpipe, and yeah, I get the feeling it's not going to bolt onto the catalytic converter. That's the problem. Let's take a look under it first. See what we're working with here. Oh, there's that black downpipe. Man, I think I'm going to have to get the car up higher, because I literally have to get in the middle of the car. I may have to jack the car up even higher. I may just take my jack out and use the jack stands. But so here's what we're working with right here. Not a whole lot of room to work with. You gotta take that bolt out, or nut, and take that out, and then those two down there. I have taken this out before, so it's not something new to me. Yeah, so let's just take a look at this first. So let's look at how the flanges are clocked. Okay, so the one that goes up is pretty much just kind of perpendicular to the whole pipe, and then it kind of like turns like 90 degrees almost. So I have to go look at the downpipe and see if that's clocked properly. Like I said, I'm worried about the flange even mating up properly. So here's what we're working with. So take it out of the box. Put it on my trailer here. Okay, so if you remember, it goes straight up, and then it's like kind of perpendicular. So that's about right. That looks good. That looks like it'll bolt on. And then it should be like at 90 degrees almost. Yeah, that looks like it'll fit. Alright, well, let's go take the other one out. Well, at least, you know, the way everything is clocked will fit, but I don't know if this flange will fit properly. And I hope these flanges are flat. So let's hop to it. Yeah, I think fairly recently I'd taken the downpipe out, so I don't think it'll be that difficult. Alright, here's my gun. And of course I'm working on the car. I'm working on the car underneath the car, so gotta have the iPro in. That's what they call it in the Army, iPro. Because you'll be working under the car, stuff falling in your eyeballs and everything. Alright, so let's hop to it. So, and then this is my bucket of tools here. I figure it's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 17 or 19 millimeters. Okay, so I got the back in the air now, and I notice I have a screw in the back of the wheel. That sucks. Right there. I knew I heard something rolling around. Alright. Okay, so now I got the car jacked up high in the back. Oh, now it makes it harder to work underneath now because it's kind of pointing downward. I know, this sucks, dude. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to unbolt it from the side is what I'm thinking. Pretty sure the car isn't gonna fall on me or anything though, so it should be fine. It's got jack stands and a jack in the middle, so alright. So let's hop to it. So it is a 19 I checked just now. And the one we're trying to get to is right here. And yeah, it's basically this area to work with. Not a lot of space, but it's enough. Just enough. I did notice that the turbo drain pipe is the oil drain is leaking, and I think it looks like it's leaking from the freaking from where the gasket matches up. So I'm gonna see if I can tighten that with a 10 later. It definitely is leaking. So, alright, it's not leaking real quick. Alright, got the 2 nuts off. 2 very rusty nuts. Not too hard to get off with the impact gun though. And I think we're gonna have to get on the side of the car. It's gonna be kind of dangerous because I'm working here on the side of the road. I should have just worked in my driveway, damn it. Alright. Okay, so it turns out that the ones on the cat are 17s and not 19. I'm gonna have to get a 17. Okay, so see that? That gasket looks burnt. I thought I'd replace that gasket, but I guess I didn't. Actually, well, I didn't take the other side out, but that's our exhaust leak right there. I found it. It's before the cat too, so this side looks pretty bad too, so we're gonna have to replace that gasket also. Look at that. It's a pretty bad shape. That's why we got an exhaust leak. And it's pretty rusted too. All that piping is gonna go bye-bye. Alright. Fit. Gonna have to use this guy. So it's a good idea. It's good that I'm replacing the downpipe anyway. I can change the gaskets. I actually bought some gaskets from AutoZone, and yeah, I actually bought some gaskets from AutoZone. Some gaskets to replace all this stuff. But like I said, I don't even know if this is going to fit under here. But if worst comes to worst, we'll just leave it on there, and then we'll drive it down to the muffler shop, and I can get it to fit on there somehow. There is not a lot of room to work with at all. Okay, I was able to get one of them out with the impact gun, and I was hoping it would not, what's the word I'm looking for? The threads wouldn't seize and get, shear. That it wouldn't shear the threads off, so it looks good. That one looks okay. So I need to get this one off. You can see that gasket is blown, dude. That's a no-go right there. Exhaust leak. Okay, so there you can see that gasket is toast, man. It was leaking on both sides. It could be that the flange is warped. Hopefully putting a brand new gasket in there will help seal it up again, but that is done. Look at that. That's no good. I'm pretty sure I replaced the gasket on the front though. I think I must have, I don't know. Okay, so there's one more bolt to do. And that's that one right here. That looks like a 10 mil. And the whole thing should just come out. Okay, hopefully I got the right tool though. Okay, wrap it up. Man, I'm telling you, this would be so much easier if I had a lift, you know? Sometimes I wish I had, you know, stuff the auto shops had. Alright, so there it is. It's coming out. Alright, let's take a look at that gasket too. I think, actually I'm not gonna touch it. That's a brand new gasket. Yeah, so that gasket is still good. I know it's good because I replaced it when oh, it's wet in there. Yeah, there's some water in there. It's not good, it's like so that's kind of funny, there's water in there. I think that's just condensation in the exhaust. That's real interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. That means there's probably water in there. I hope it's not the turbo that's leaking. But yeah, there's some condensation in there. So, and it's been real cold. That's a really interesting thing. That so when your car, like if you start your car up in the morning and you see a lot of white smoke coming out of it, that's condensation coming burning out of the exhaust, you know. And that's what we're looking at there. Let's see if there's any on the other side. I'm surprised that didn't burn out when I moved the car up. It's pretty black. The flange looks like it's in pretty bad shape too. Yeah, the flange is not flat anymore. Yeah, hopefully a gasket will fix that. But anyway, we're getting rid of this. So it is a good idea that I replaced the flange.